Hi everyone, this is Kristen with the Tech Reviewer, looking for a slim, protective, clear case with grippy sides, which is optimized for 5G performance. You might be interested in the Gear4 Hackney 5G. Like other Gear4 cases, it's lined with the impact protective material D3O, which gives it an impressive 13 feet of drop protection. However, this particular type of D3O, which is called D3O 5G Signal Plus, is specially designed to be compatible with the fastest kind of 5G, mmWave, and should give you superior 5G performance. The case is also protected by Gear4's RepelFlex antimicrobial treatment to limit bacterial buildup. Let's check out this case in more detail on my iPhone 12 Pro in Pacific Blue. Looking at the construction of the Hackney 5G, this is quite a slim and lightweight case. It's a one-piece case, quite rigid, very little flex to it. We have a hard polycarbonate back. The sides are made of a combination of polycarbonate and TPU, and we have a grippy rubber surround on here, which gives you a nice amount of security in the hand, even though the back of the case is quite slippery. So this is treated with RepelFlex, which is an antimicrobial treatment. So you're going to have a limited amount of bacteria that's going to build up on here. Looking in the interior of the case, this is lined with D3O, which is what gives the case its 13 feet of drop protection, that and the polycarbonate. So if you're not familiar with D3O, it's used in a variety of industries and activities that need impact protection. So motorcycle gear, some military equipment, etc. Perfect for phone cases because of its impact protective ability. And this particular type of D3O has been made to optimize its use in 5G applications. So it has what's called micro voids in it, which to me sounds like little teeny tiny holes which are too small to see. So these tiny holes are going to allow the fastest type of 5G called mmWave to go through the sides of the case and into your phone so that they can give you better 5G performance. I live in a part of the world which doesn't have mmWave 5G available, so I have absolutely no way to evaluate that. But if you happen to live in a part of the world which has mmWave 5G available, that particular aspect of this case may be of interest. Putting this case in your phone is pretty straightforward. Start on your left-hand side. Make sure both the top and the bottom are firmly in place. Then go over to your right-hand side and slip on your top and bottom corners. Looking at our fit on the phone, we have a nice tight fit overall, but the areas around the buttons and the port openings do have some give to them. Overall, though, I think we have a reasonably secure fit. In terms of lip, you have a lowish lip for this level of protection. I think that's because this is such a slim case. Again, we still have sufficient protection here for your screen, but it's not as high as on many protective cases, which can be a good thing if you are the type of person that does a lot of swiping side to side or top to bottom. Having a lower lip can be good there. Of course, we would have more visible lip if I didn't have a screen protector on here. This is the Zagg Glass Elite VisionGuard Plus. Great fit here with this case. Looking at our port openings, we have symmetrical port openings for an asymmetrical port design. A little bit of a flaw there, but not a huge deal. Should be able to fit many third-party lightning cables here, although of course this case does support wireless charging, so you might find you're using that functionality less than you otherwise would. Going around to the side here, you can see we have this nice grippy rubber on here, makes this quite secure in the hand. My particular case sample here has a bit of a flaw. Looks like we have a little white patch where we really shouldn't. I don't know quite what's going on there. It looks like it's entirely cosmetic. It's not affecting the functionality of the case at all, but I'm not really sure why we have that white area there. Going up the sides, nice amount of grip on here. Feels quite secure. Going up to our buttons, these are sadly stiff, not terribly responsive. They work, but they are not a high point of this case. And then our area for the mute switch, it's a little bit on the small side, works perfectly fine for me, but people with large fingers might feel slightly constrained. Looking at our view from the top, again, you can see the amount of lip we have on here. It's sufficient, however, relatively low. And again, really nice fit here with the Zagg Glass Elite VisionGuard Plus screen protector. Protects you from blue light. Going over here to our side button, again, same as with the volume buttons, definitely on the stiff side. Looking at the view from the back, everything looks outstanding, very beautiful, does a wonderful job in showing off the beauty of your iPhone, no question there. Got some Gear 4 branding here underneath the camera opening and some D3O branding down here at the bottom, but other than that, nothing to take your eyes away from the lovely view. So this material here is a glossy polycarbonate. Glossy polycarbonate tends to scratch and show fingerprints relatively easily, so you have to be aware of that. However, this type of material doesn't tend to yellow. Clear TPU yellows, and although there's TPU in this case, that's going to be on the sides and not on the back, and the sides are black, so that's not going to show any yellowing if it does happen, so I think you're good there. So overall, I think that scratching and fingerprints are going to be the issue that you face with this case. Looking here at the amount of protection we have for the protruding camera, this is sufficient. Definitely gives you lay on the table design. And as far as wireless charging is concerned, it's going to work great with regular Qi wireless charging, and it's going to work so-so with MagSafe charging. So MagSafe charger is going to attach to it, but not as well as it would onto your naked iPhone or onto a real MagSafe case. So it's going to charge at the full 15 watts of MagSafe charging speed, but it's easy for this to fall off, and then it's not going to be charging if it falls off or basically misses the sweet spot. So you got to be aware of that. So you just have limited ability to use MagSafe charging with this. As far as other MagSafe accessories, such as the Apple MagSafe wallet, I definitely would not recommend using that. Again, it attaches on there, but it can come right off. Very little adhesion there, so I don't think that the Apple MagSafe wallet is a safe way to carry your cards if you're using this case. Gear 4 does have some MagSafe compatible cases, however, I have not reviewed them. So overall, I think that this is a really nice case from Gear 4 if MagSafe compatibility is not a concern for you. We've got nice grippy sides on here, very slim profile overall, looks really great. You've got that antimicrobial treatment, you've got the 13 feet of drop protection, and if you happen to live in an area which is served by the super fast mmWave form of 5G, then you're going to have better performance if you're using a case like this. Personally, as I said, I can't evaluate that particular part of this case because I live in an area which doesn't have mmWave 5G, but if you do live in an area which does, then that's something to consider. So overall, definitely a nice case from the folks at Gear 4. Again, we've been looking at the Gear 4 Hackney 5G for iPhone 12 and 12 Pro. This case is available directly from Zagg as well as from many other retailers, and it has an MSRP of $49.99. It comes in a single color, the clear with black sides featured in this review. Many thanks to the kind folks at Zagg for sending me out this sample to review. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comment section below and I'll do my best to answer them, and please do consider subscribing to my channel. Again, this is Kristen with the Tech Reviewer. Thanks so much for watching and have a wonderful day.